The Volvo lettering put in with lots of spacing, well, that's pretty much standard now for Volvo design, so that's one of the reasons why it's like that. It also gets your attention, so it's nice. The tail light, well, that's again something that gets your attention. Remember, we had this very car on the show earlier and I said I like the way that's been done. The rear of the car, in fact, is nice and sporty because it's sort of compact. It's a nice stubby boot. It's sort of raised as well. Even the bumper doesn't look like it's very heavy, and so I like that. It looks different and the car looks a little bit more agile at the back as a result. Now, as you come along the side, it's the same sense of agility you get because the car has a certain stance which almost looks like it's moving while it's standing still. So that's of course intentional as far as the waistline being tilted upwards as it goes back is concerned. Now, as you come to the front, you get a sense of, again, the way that entire design language just sort of expands into the face. And again, this is something you've seen on the XC60. It's the new look of the Volvo family. So nice big headlight and a huge grille with a massive Volvo logo up front. I think that's becoming a nice little character for the family as well. So the car is fairly attractive. It looks fairly upmarket too. What will hold it in good stead again is people who want to drive themselves. Same point comes through. The car looks like it's a little bit more ready for action than previous Volvos, and that's going to go down pretty well with buyers here. The downside, well, the fact that the car tends to look a little compact, the fact that it has these proportions which make it look sporty, for people who want something which is big and luxurious, well, compared to an Accord, let's say, and even then this car looks a little bit more compact, that may not work for some people.
And that's the quandary in this segment to begin with. The fact that the S60 has to take on the likes of the BMW 3 Series, the Audi A4 and the Mercedes C-Class, and also the others like the Honda Accord, VW Passat, Skoda Superb, Nissan Tiana and Toyota Camry. So then it has to come down to interior luxury and yes, performance. In terms of features, like all Volvos, this one too has sensors and cameras all around for pedestrian and occupant safety. It has adaptive cruise control that stops the car from colliding with another one. It's got the blind spot information system and, well, just about everything else, from airbags to a good infotainment system, including a GPS. A quick look at those numbers to refresh your memory. Looks pretty ample, huh? The petrol is available only in the top-end Summum trim. While the diesel has both Summum and Kinetic trims, making it the more attractively priced variant, and yes, the numbers seem promising again.
I've driven both the petrol and the diesel on this car, but I decided to get the diesel today, spend some more time with it and get it out on the highway. And having driven that petrol, which is really electric, I didn't expect this car to be, comparatively speaking, as electric, as responsive or as energetic. But I have to say that I'm not as disappointed as I thought I would be, typically given the difference between diesels and petrol. This car is fairly sprightly, it's really responsive, and I like that. It's also got a very precise steering. Handling's pretty alright too. So what's the problem? Well, not really too much, because you can't expect that at this price point anyway. But compared to the competition, and there's one thing that really stands out here, and that's just the overall seating comfort, the driving position, everything that you want to do in terms of getting to that optimal position. Well, you can do that really nicely in this car. The mirrors, the way the steering adjusts, the seat itself, really comfortable. And so for longer drives, or even for bad city traffic, frankly, it's really comfortable and really precise. And I really like that, given the fact that in this segment now, there are more and more people who want to drive themselves and not sit at the back.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.